is a huge opportunity. I know it's huge because I just went out to dinner on Saturday with my wife and two other couples, and the two other couples are not involved in crypto at all. But they knew about FTX. They
Yes,
knew
they did.
exactly what was happening about FTX. They brought up the conversation. Right? My wife is always like, "Hey, please don't speak about crypto. These are regular people. They speak about other things, right? Don't just talk all night about crypto." And I was like, "Okay, don't worry." Walked in through the door, and like 5 minutes later, they're like, "So, how's that FTX situation? I heard about it, right?" And I was like, "Okay, here we go." Right. So
Crusader, that's a
normal people,
massive buy signal, isn't it? I don't mean
exactly,
to interrupt you,
opportunity.
but when people were talking, like when your grandma across the dinner table was talking to you about Bitcoin at 70,000, that was your
Time to
psychological
sell.
sell signal right there. Like, guys, we are close to a bottom. If Jerome Powell comes out in December and says that, hey, we're going to do anything less than 75 basis points, that is a turning tide that inflation is been caught, and
Yep.
now it's just like what I said earlier, that price declines faster than it goes up, but you have to be along for the ride to follow the trend. There is going to be a rounding top to this, and it's eventually going to continue. Oh, sorry, more of like a cup. It's going to be a rounding bottom because we're going to be going up here. And to me, that is a sign to start dollar cost averaging in. And I didn't mean to interrupt you, Crusader. I'm on your show. Finish what you were saying. I
No worries.
apologize. I'm passionate about it.
No, dude, I completely agree. Right? It's the buy signal. I was like, wow, like these normal people actually know about FTX, and they knew a lot in detail about it. It wasn't just like, oh, I heard something happened. Like they knew a lot about it. I was like, this is a huge thing. This shows you how early crypto is, but yet this event is very massive in the fact that normal people are hearing about it. And like I agree with you said, this is not the time to run away, right? How many people were wishing and hoping that they were involved in crypto when Bitcoin was at 69,000, 50,000? They're like, man, if it was in 2020 when Bitcoin was $3,000, $10,000, $15,000, I wish I was buying Ethereum. I wish I was buying Bitcoin at those days. Now like you said, we've pulled the boat back, right? Now you have the opportunity again, but there's so much fear, people are running away. It's the same thing that we always talk about. People love buying the top, wishing for the bottom, but then when the bottom comes, they're selling the bottom and not buying. And they're running away at that time. So
And
they're
guys,
always
this
doing the
bottom
opposite.
is going to be 2 years long. This bottom, you are going to have an opportunity to dollar cost average between now and 2024, 2025. A bull market doesn't usually start happening again until there starts to be rumors that the federal government is going to start turning on the printer again. And it's going to take a while for them to turn the printer on again. I know Powell wants to get this stuff down to 2%, and it's going to take a really, really long time to get that. Like real estate is you're going to collapse the whole economy if we don't do something slowly, start making things fluctuate back upwards, because plumbers, electricians, like so many people, Keeper, you're involved in real estate. If they don't start having stuff kind of turn around to where people can start kind of somewhat paying their bills, it's going to be catastrophic. So that's where I'm saying is it's going to be a long U shape before we're back up at all-time highs, but you have an opportunity. And I sincerely tell people to go listen, you guys, read a book, find some more information, and you have time to get into this stuff. You don't have to just have $100 grand right now. You can do $100 every week for the next year and a half.
Yeah, I love that. And I love that because we have been talking about this opportunity for a long time. We've said, hey, listen, these lower prices, when they come, take it. I've been saying it over and over and over, opportunity, opportunity, opportunity. And listen, I get it. It's scary doing something so insignificant, but I would challenge people. Think back to the first time you tossed money into a savings account. Even if you really suck at saving, you've got to be able to remember a time where you were tossing small amounts into something and you turned around and you said, holy mackerel, what was that? My wife for a long time had done this, and I think she still does it. Actually, I haven't looked at it in a while, but this basically like this thing where it like rounds up all of our charges. I forget what it's called.
Acorn.
But Acorn. Yes, that's exactly it. And one day last year,
Keeper, you know, no pun intended, but you got to keep her because she's a smart lady.
So I never even really recognized, right, what was happening there. And round up. And the amount of that woman shops, I mean, those rounding ups were working out nice. And then all of a sudden, I don't remember what it was last year. She had like thousands of dollars in there. And I was like, where did that come from? And she's like, oh, my roundups. And I was like, you're freaking round. So what I want to just say is that if you're looking for that opportunity, guys, we're going to not continue to beat a dead horse, but it's there.